This is our first pen, and this free space of land, that's where we built our second pen. You're going to see how that free space of land became this. This is a 3-row pen. So stick around and I'm just going to show you the process. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Modupe and I am a poultry YouTuber based in Nigeria. Alright, so like I said initially, this is just a free space of land. It is still our land, and this is where we built our second pen. That's our first pen that you see there. I was just going through some files on my phone trying to decluster some stuff, and I saw these sets of videos and I decided to just put them together. And so you see the process in which we built our second pen. So like you saw all that space of land here, and this is just the process. You see all those blocks, we molded the blocks ourselves. Like we called some guys, got cement at the farm, sand, and we told them to just mold blocks for us. I think they molded about 2,000 blocks. So that's what we're using to build our second pen. I should note that this is 2024, but this pen was built in 2023, the end of 2022 and 2023, the beginning of 2023. So you're just going to see these files are old files, and the prices I'm probably going to mention are also old prices, considering that so much has happened in Nigeria in the last 18 months. So yeah, the first thing they did was dig these holes. You see these holes here, and you see that there's a line in that hole. That line is actually to make sure that everything done in that hole is correct, like it is straight. So in that hole, they are going to, it is for the galvanized poles. That's, you see a whole lot of the holes in there, and we used about 40 galvanized poles for this pen. Again, it is a 3-row pen, and the dimension of the pen is the breadth is 50 feet and the length is 90 feet. So you see it's quite big for this. It's quite big. Our first pen was the breadth was 30 feet and the length was 90 feet. So this is the farmhouse you see beside there, and these are the blocks, like I said. So I'm not able to cost the block in everything that is being costed here. So you see the poles, we have to, they have to put the poles at certain edges of the building of what they are constructing, so as to set those lines. It's like a rope used to set those lines. Once all that is done, they will dig the, that's to dig for the dig the foundation of the pen. And I'm just going around with my phone, making videos. Again, I'm actually surprised that I still have all these files on my phone, and I just feel that rather than just delete it, I could just show you this process and how all these things happen. It's actually not magic, and it costs a whole lot. So let's just look through. So this is our pen one, and I am just looking through the space there. Okay, yeah, in this place we have all the galvanized poles erected. So you see all that. At the top of the poles is like a welding cup. It was welded on the pole. That's to act as a support for the wood that is going to be the roof. So all this has been set, and again, like I said, we used 40 of these poles for this pen. At that time, it cost about 15,500 naira for the poles. I don't know how much it costs now. Things have probably doubled in price at the moment, but at that time it was 15,500 naira. Yeah, so that's about it. So after this was done, they would of course mix cement and sand to start the foundation. So all these blocks, again, we didn't have to buy blocks, but we molded our blocks. So the blocks are being set in there. But if you're looking at a capacity of this kind of pen, you should consider about 1,500 or 2,000 blocks. At the time we were even constructing this pen, I think one block cost about, you see now the blocks, the foundation has all been done and it's been raised also. This is like how many coaches? About 3 coaches. So that has been done there. So block currently go for about maybe 550 or thereabout now. At that time, it was like 250 naira or 300 naira. So you see all the blocks have been laid, foundation done, and the poles also erected. So much is happening at this point. In all honesty, so much is happening. So I think the next thing we did was to dig for the pits. You see the guys working there, they are digging the pits. That's where the waste of the birds is going to fall into. And again, this is a 3-row capacity. This is a 3-row pen, like row 1, row 2, row 3. I'm sure you've seen, if you've seen my previous video, you must have seen this pen. It's been long constructed. So you see they're also using these ropes again to make sure that the pit is straight. That's why these ropes are being used. You see the guys digging the pits there. So that's the next step. After setting all the blocks, they dig the pits. They will dig the first one, they will dig the second one, and they will dig the third one. Then other things would also fall into place. So let's just keep going. And again, I should mention that when you're building your pen, this is a layers poultry pen. When you're building your pen, you have to also know from the beginning what kind of poultry you want to do. If you're raising broiler, the pen will be built in a certain way. I am raising layers on this farm, so that's the style. That's the way the pen is going to be built. And of course, the layers I am raising, they're going to be raised in a battery cage. So that's the reason for this pit also. But of course, as things progress, you see how all the poles, the galvanized poles, are looking so straight and all that. So at this point, they are done with all the digging. They've dug the 3 pits. This is one. Let me see if the second one shows. Okay, that's the second one. That's the second pit you see there. And the last one at the edge there, the last one at the edge is the 3rd pit. So we're making progress gradually. These things don't just come like that. So after the pit has been dug, the next thing is to lay the blocks for the pit also. We'd have to lay the blocks. See, just pardon the way the video is just going everywhere. So you see that the pits are also more outlined now. Would line the pits with the blocks. And let's just, so yeah, you see that everything has been done. The pit has been lined with blocks. So the next thing will probably be to concrete the floor. So it's obvious that this is the pit now. Then we'll concrete the floor. So at this point, we want to start with the roofing. See, when you're building, just like when you're building a house, roofing is actually something that takes so much money from you. So much money. So imagine you have to buy 2x4 plank, 2x3 plank, 2x6 plank, 1x12. You're buying tie rods, you're buying wire nets, you're buying nails, you're buying slates. Okay, at the time we did this, it was raining at that time. The road to our farm was really terrible, and the vehicle bringing the planks could not get to the farm, so they had to just offload there. See, so much happened when you're trying to build anything, your house, your business. So they just poured everything here, and we had to call some guys who would take the planks to the farm. I think this is which one is this called? I think it is 2x4 or 2x3. I don't know, but I think for that 2x4 we used about 612 or 650, and for the 2x3 plank we used over 520 of them. So that we just so much was expended in this project, and I probably may be able to give the amounts we spent, but of course, like I said, it was done over a year ago. So at this point, the carpenters are working. You see that the roof is taking shape now, and so much work is going on. The roofing, this is the skeleton of the work. So after this, they're going to bring the slate. The slate is actually one very expensive part of the roofing. So for this project, we used about 620 slates. At that time, one slate was 2,750 naira. I don't know how much it is as at today, but Slate actually took a huge amount of what we spent on this project. So yeah, this is still, you see all the slates here, the slates we used. I think after buying this set, we bought a few more, maybe about 500, about 50 more. So now the roof has been done. So you see that this project is taking shape. So looking back at how this thing was built, and considering that we've been using this pen in the last 1 year, I'm just so grateful to God, and that it's just been such an experience. So yeah, the slate has been done, the roofing has been done. I think the next thing we have to do is to net the whole pen. Yeah, so these are the nets. I think they are called wire nets, 4x4. At the time we got them, we got each bundle for 22,000 naira, and we got 8 of them. So now the net has been done around the pen. You see that the net has been done around the pen. So the next thing for us to do is to is it plaster, or just to make sure the pen, the floor is smooth. Yeah, so we have to do all that plastering. Of course, we have to fill the ground, fill the floor, then do the plastering. So that's, you see everything here. I'm also going to show my Excel sheet. Like, I have an Excel sheet where I filled in most of the things, as much as possible, most of the things we got to build this pen. So you're just going to see that and see how much it cost us to build it at that time. I may omit something, but if I omit anything, it's just very small amount, but it's going to guide you in case you're looking to build this kind of pen. So at this point, we're done with all the plastering and all that, and that's me walking around. So you see that the pen has taken shape now. What's remaining here is just to bring in your cages, bring in the birds. In another video, I'll talk about how much it costs to fill this pen to capacity. I mean the cages and the price for the birds. I'll use the current amount of what you can, of the current amount you should get it now. So that's the price I'm going to use. So anyway, that's about it, and thank you for watching. And don't go yet, don't forget, you have to subscribe on this channel. I plead that you subscribe on this channel so you can see more of my content. And the next slide you're going to be seeing is the total cost. If you have not subscribed, please join this family by clicking on the subscribe button. So this is what it all costs. At this point, you can just pause this section and just check every item listed here. Thank you for watching as always. Till we see you on another video. Bye.